Okay, so today we're going to work on using the FOIL method to convert two binomials into a trinomial. Essentially, we're going to take a factored form of the quadratic equation and put it back into the standard form using FOILing. All right, so FOIL is actually an acronym that stands for F equals first, O equals outside, I equals inside, and finally the L equals last. All right, so what we're going to do is we have a series of numbers here, or terms. We're going to be multiplying them together. We're going to do it in this order. So initially, we're going to actually multiply the two first terms together. The first term in each binomial. So x times x, our two first terms. X times x works out to be x squared. Then we're going to do the outside. If we have 4, we have 2 on the outside and 2 on the inside. So we're going to multiply the two outside terms together. In this case, it's x times 1, which will give me a positive 1x. And I know we don't know we're going to have to put the 1 there, but just for the purpose of our notes today, we're going to leave the 1 there just for a second. Then we're going to do the inside, which is next, our two inside numbers or terms. 4 times x is a positive 4x. And then finally, we're going to do the last term in each binomial. We're going to multiply them together. 4 times 1 will be a positive 4. All right, so we multiply the two first together. We have our f. That will be our O term. This will be our I. Then that will be our L. Oops, messed up there. There we go. So we're able to FOIL it. Now, when we FOIL it, you notice we're going to have two terms in the middle. And we can actually combine those two terms because they both have an x after them. They're similar terms. Even though this first term has an x in it, it's not similar because it has an exponent of 2. These two x's don't have exponents, so we can combine them for being similar terms. So to clean this up, I'm going to leave my x squared because I can't combine that with anything. 1 plus 4, if I combine, I'm going to add them together. 1 plus 4 would be 5x, and it's positive. And then I just drop down my plus 4. There we go. So we have two binomials. We did the FOIL method, and we created a trinomial or a quadratic equation or expression in the standard form. All right, let's do another one. So when numbers are out in front. Let's do 2x. We'll throw a minus sign in there. And then we'll do a 3x plus 4. All right, so two binomials. We're going to use the FOIL method, and we're going to turn that into a standard form quadratic or a trinomial. All right, we multiply the two first together. Now, when you're multiplying two terms that they both have a coefficient greater than 1, you're going to multiply the numbers together first. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then x times x will be x squared. So 2x times 3x will be 6x squared. Then I do my outside. 2x times positive 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So it'll be 8x. Then I do my inside. Negative 2 times a positive 3 would give me a negative 6. And I still have that 1x. And then I do my last. Negative 2 times a positive 4 would give me a negative 8. Now, once again, if you notice, I have two numbers on the inside, or two terms on the inside, rather, that are like terms, so I can combine them together. So my final trinomial, or standard form for a quadratic, would be 6x squared. 8 minus 6 is 2. So it would be 2x minus 8. All right, so I have my trinomial. And there we go. And eventually in class, we're going to learn how to go from the factored form with two binomials. Well, first of all, we're going to have to put a factored form into a trinomial. We're eventually going to learn how to factor and take a trinomial and turn it into the factored form. All right, let's do one more. I'm going to show you something a little bit different. It's going to have a different outcome. We're going to actually end up eliminating one of the terms. We won't actually get a trinomial here. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And it is okay when this happens. There's nothing wrong. You didn't do something incorrectly. All right, this is going to work out. All right, so once again, we're going to go through the process, multiply the two first numbers together. 2 times 1x is 2x squared. That was the first. The outside, 2 times negative 2 is minus 4x. And then the inside, the two inside terms, 4 times x is a positive 4x. And then finally, 4 times negative 2 is a negative 8. All right, we're going to combine like terms. All right, negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So really, these actually cancel each other out. Because the negative 4 plus the 4 gives you 0. It cancels each other out. So all I have left is my 2x squared minus 8. And even though that is not a trinomial, it is still a standard form of a quadratic because we still have our x squared out in front. We just happen to have the negative 8 there. Our x value would be 0x if you wanted to include it as a placeholder. All right, so that's how you use the FOILing method. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Give me a like. I would suggest subscribing so you know when I come out with new videos. And that's about it. If there's any other topic you want me to cover, if you're not particularly in my class, leave a comment below and I can go over that in a future video. All right, take care.